Just got back in Canada a couple hours ago. It's the moment of truth time. It's time to see if I'm going to be able to play on Winamax from Canada or not. All right. Looks like my $100 trial balance is in. So 50 cents. Let's see if I can play this. Oh, shit. Your boy is playing a €50 game on Winamax. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. The Berlin Gambit was successful. I can't believe it worked. I can't believe it worked. I basically took the trip knowing there was some chance that this could work. I thought the sticking points are going to be how hard it is to open a bank account in another country. First, I have to get a phone just to download an app, just to get to the verification part of the bank account, just to be able to deposit money on the site. And the crazy thing is, while Germany has banking regulations that let expats go there and open accounts, their poker site is fenced. So while I was in Germany, I couldn't even deposit the money. I had a layover on my flight coming back that went to Vienna, and I was there for like 8 hours. So I was like, well, let me see if I can log on to Winamax from there. I was able to, and I said, well, let's try depositing. I was able to deposit, but I didn't want to try and play from there because I was having trouble getting good Wi-Fi and stuff. It's even unclear when you're talking with customer support about what exactly their rules are. Basically, they just say, like, if you can play from your country, then you should be allowed to play. But that doesn't really tell you much, because Canada poker is like a gray area. I think that there's no rules saying you can't do it. It's not illegal, but it's not regulated in the way that it's regulated in France and all those countries. But it works. It's that's a great, like, I went to the least expensive place that I could fly, and that was about $1,200. I stayed there for a week because I figured if I'm going to be on a plane for 8 hours each way, 9 hours each way, I at least have to stay a few days. Like, I was jet lagged for a day and a half. I'm probably going to be jet lagged another day coming back. My trip it's probably about $3,000 that I paid. I went to a bunch of decent restaurants. I went to a lot of really good coffee shops. I'm going to have a little video for my Java Journeys channel, just a little like 2 to 3 minute video of the coffee scene there. I'm so pumped this worked. Like, this, I'm not out of the woods yet. Like, we still have to build these bank rules. We still have to actually, hope there's good action at the times that I'm looking to play. I know that they're like 6 to 8 hours ahead. It could work out good. I think it'll work out. I'll switch my schedule if I have to, but this was a big swing for me, because global poker leaving was like almost the end. So September 1st or August 25th or whatever, when they announced that they were leaving Canada, I was pretty convinced, like, this is it. There's no coming back from this. It's going to be $15, maybe $20 an hour that is going to cut up my hourly. Well, I started battling on iPoker, not really getting resistance there. There's one guy that's kind of battling me, but he's not really doing well, so he can continue to battle me if he wants. I assume there's going to be like a small amount of battling just because you're playing as an unknown account. You see a guy who's got no games played. He's not on any leaderboards. You're not familiar with them. Simple math would tell you this isn't going to be a winning player, right? 95 times out of 100, it's a losing player. I won't take it personal. I'll treat it like a fun trial by fire as I jump on that site. But there's nothing more to say about it aside from the fact like this was big for me, because the way I saw it is if I couldn't get this to work, I was pretty much going to have to kind of scrape by for the rest of October, November, and December, and then move to Spain or France and play poker from there. And that's when your costs are going to go through the roof, because now you have to get some kind of Airbnb or rent a room somewhere. Whereas with van living, I can just drive less. My gas is, $300 and something a month. And that's because I drive a good amount. I could park, in Calgary or Edmonton or in BC or wherever for the whole month if I really wanted to. I can keep my gas cost to $100. That's a pretty low amount to live on. You rent a room in a place like Paris or Barcelona or somewhere like that, and you're probably paying $600 to $900 on the low end. And that's a lot of overhead just to kind of try this path. So I'm really happy that this worked, because it means I can van live in Canada. I can go to BC in a couple weeks, Vancouver Island, kind of around there. Try to keep my costs low. It's going to be rainy because that's the time of year it is for there, but it won't be minus 30 at night, and that'll buy me some runway to kind of hopefully make more than $30 an hour, maybe even like $40 an hour. We'll see. I think I'm going to consider this arc successful, but with the caveat being we're not going to really know what my poker hourly is for another 4+ weeks, because I'm going to play tens. I'm only going to put on like 250 euros. I'm going to play 10 euro games for a week or two until my balance is like 500 or so. I'm going to try to see if I can sit as high as 50 euros. And if I really start getting big bankrolls, I'm going to start looking into maybe more. I don't know. But I'm gonna savor this one. This is it's a really good feeling. All week I'm hanging out in Germany, trying to enjoy myself, because just for making the attempt, it's exciting. Just knowing that you took the risk is just something that not a lot of people do. But then when it actually works out, when my biggest swing, maybe outside of filming the coffee TV show, when my biggest swing connects, it's a pretty good feeling, because it means this train is going to keep on going. I'll catch you in the next one.